Grand opening. How are you? How's your day? I hope your day is good. Yeah, I hope your day is really good. hmm Hope you drunk some water. Hope you remembered your spirit. Hope you mind your business and drunk your water. hmm Yeah. So we want to thank spirit for all that spirit do, right? We want to thank spirit for all that spirit do. We thank the ascended masters. We want to thank the whole galactic federation. We want to thank the Pleiadian Council. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. So, channel message is for the collective. This first message is channel message for the collective. Collective. Oh, but your obedience will be rewarded. Spirit also wants me to tell the collective, the palace is ready for you. Okay. Okay. Now the rest of this is for. All right. So channel the energy of air, earth, and fire. Those energies are in question, or those energies are up for review. I don't know if it's three people or a group of people, but what I do know, fire and earth is under judgment through air. Okay. Um, Spirit is also letting it be known that they've been spirit or spirit let it be known that these people been under judgment since 2022, spring 2022. Mm-hmm. Um, Earth, wind, and fire. When I got that air and fire. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So we're going to be coming out of Proverbs. I mean, not Proverbs. Excuse me, Spirit. Excuse me, Collective. We're going to come from Psalms 73, 15 through 20. But I am going to also read it from the Student Bible as well, so some people can get the broke down, so that some people can get a better understanding. Okay, because not calling nobody slow, but everybody's is on different timelines, and everybody's learning capacity is totally different, which is great, right? All right. So Psalm 73 verse 15 goes as such. Now this passage is called the prosperity for the wicked out of the King James Version. All right. If I say I will speak thus, behold, offend against the generation of thy children, ops, the evildoers, okay? Mm-hmm. When I thought to know this, it was too painful for me until I went into the sanctuary of God. Then I understood therein. Okay, so the evildoer like didn't understand why their evil doings didn't affect you, didn't have any impression on you. So they turned to God like, oh, hold on. Well, they found out. When I thought to know this, it was too painful for me. They got embarrassed because, what they was doing was wrong, and God told them and showed them that they were all the way in the wrong, right? Mm-hmm. Until I went into the sanctuary of God, then I understood therein. So when they went to the Olarun, or when they went to God, however you subscribe to them, to spirit, then that's when the evildoer realized. When they went to God, that's when they realized they was in the wrong, right? Surely thou didst set them in slippery places. Thou castest them down into destruction. See, they was already on, they never had traction. They never had a footing due to the fact because they went against a child of God. You know what I'm saying? So this person admitted to God they're wrong, right? How are they brought into desolation? As in the moment, they are utterly consumed with terrors. Right now, the evildoers, the people that done evil, wish ill will on you, all that good stuff. They're going through They are utterly consumed with terrors. They're haunted. Spirit is haunting these people, not you. It's spirit, my dear. All right? You did right. Again, obedience. Your obedience will be rewarded because you walked away and you called on the other room. All right? As a dream when one awaketh, so, O Lord, when thou awakest, thou shalt despise their image. So once they come to the senses that they was in the wrong, baby, it's a lot of bit too late. They are right. So let me break it down for you through the student Bible. hmm Student Bible. Psalm 73, 15 through 20. Y'all ready? If I had said I will talk in this way, I would have been untrue in the circle of your children. So they was not true, untrue to the circle of their children, to their generation. They wasn't true due to the fact because they betrayed a child of God. So once they betrayed that child of God, they betrayed their generations and any children that come after them. Okay? But when I thought how to understand this, it seemed to me a wearisome task. They they thought this was they thought this was unbelievable. They thought that this was a task that was made up, or that that a task that couldn't be for them. Again, this person wasn't aware. They wasn't aware because they chose not. When I went into the sanctuary of God, then I perceived their end. So again, they went to God and God let them know, look, player, you in the wrong. You need to go make that right. Because if you don't make that right, then your lineage and your generations will be cursed. Right? Okay. Truly, you set them on in slippery places. You make them fall into ruin. So this was an intentional act by the evildoer. Your op, the person that despised you just for you breathing. Mm-hmm. This person set you up to fail. So you actually walked away from this person or these people, and they went about and tried to ruin your reputation. Now, they want to save face. They want to save their image because they ruined your reputation. And they trying to find a way how to save face for themselves, right? Okay. How? They are destroyed in a moment, swept away utterly by terrors. How? They are like a dream. When one awakes, on awakening, you despise their phantoms. So once this person has awakened to what the evildoer was doing, and they had called on the other room God, the evildoer, this person walked away, moved along, carried along, right, to ruin this person. However, their reputation, their name, they tried to take this person out. For what? Fame, image. So some people, now this is just a little summary, okay, that I'm about to read. Some people are deeply disturbed when they see evil people living without a care. Does a bad life always make you unhappy? Not in a short run. According to this description, in fact, the life of the wicked sometimes look evitable. Only in the light of eternity is godly living always more rewarding. Okay, so these people targeted a a godly person, somebody who loves fearlessly, unconditional love, somebody who follows the divine and Olarum's order, somebody who works and live life here. They live in human form, but this person works solely with and through and from the order of spirit, Holy Spirit, that is. So these people that's getting this air, these this I heard Earth and fire consumed by air. That's what I heard, right? Consumed by air. And spirit been watching them since May 2022. Spring. March, April, May, spring. All right. So, what I got from this, the title is Short Term Rewards. It's circling around the prosperity for the wicked, right? So, what was the short term reward for these people to do these heinous things to you? Material prosperity and wealth, unmerited fame and or influence. So people targeted you and went against God to try to throw you down, make you look like you wasn't a godly person for fame, right? Avoidance of immediate consequences. So they do 1122 on the timer. So they doing everything they can, beating around the bush instead of saying, "Hey, I'm the one that did this here," or "Hey, I need to stop this," or these people didn't have a guilty conscience. These people didn't seek higher counsel. You know what I'm saying? But they've been warned since spring of 2022. Don't forget that. So this sounds like a spiritual investigation been going on for almost 4 years with this group of people, right? So these people also short-term rewards also is a temporary ease of security. So definition of that is you go outside and get a quick buck to get your drug habit fixed. That's a temporary ease of security. Pleasure derived from sin, quote unquote, temporary gratification of selfish desires. And they're successful in scheming and scamming and manipulation of people, right? Um, the reward aspects of the slippery places in Psalms 73:18, rather than true rewards, often leading to sudden and permanent reversal of fortune, such as destruction, death, or loss of reputation. Again, they did this to save face. They tried to ruin you to save their face. In reality, they're the problem, right? Long term outcome for this is often described as vanity. So they're going to dry up like dead weeds because they roots on the inside of them is corroded. So what's going to radiate on the outside? As within, so without, as above, so below. So what you put in is what you get out. So, and it's too, God said it's too late to try to apologize because you had a chance. You had the opportunity to stop. You had many chances. You had time and chances to go and apologize or try to make it right. But no, you wanted to do what you do. So God said, okay, here we are. Right? All right. So again, earth, wind, and fire, collective. The spirit says your obedience will be rewarded and the palace is ready. All right. So don't forget that, collective. You're doing a good job, yo. Mm-hmm. Cleanse the space, Holy Spirit. We ain't got a lighter. We cool with that though. Because our energy is pure. Coffee cup I chose to dig out. Say reset today. Reset today. Reset today. Where I live is it's a program that is actually in the up and up. This program actually do what they're supposed to do. This program houses families, women, children, men, anybody who's trying to change their life from substance use disorder and or mental illness / traumatic events. So again, Collective. Your obedience is being rewarded. And it's been a reset today. It's been a reset today. All right. Everything. Everything that I do has a whole message. Everything. So we want to thank the Holy Spirit for all that they do. Yes, what divine ascended master is here with us today. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Again, thank you, Holy Spirit. We love you. We appreciate you. 1541 on the timer. Thank you, Holy Spirit. We love you. We thank you for your gifts. We thank you for your understanding. We definitely thank you for your patience. We thank you for teaching us. Yeah. This has been a divine intervention for this light transmission. Yeah, for this divine being. It's been a divine intervention. Yeah, cosmic power is in full control right now. Again, we wonder why it's a snowstorm, because the universe have to free that whatever the underwater demon is. That's why water come up everywhere. It's because that Leviathan. That's what it is, Leviathan. Somebody ran across a Leviathan and it's being froze out. All right. So go within and protect your energy. Yeah, because they missed their spiritual calling. Yeah. So you reclaiming your magic. So trust in the process, Spirit said. All right. Be patient. All right. It's a divine emergency out here. That's why we snowed in. We got to get our stuff together. All right. Make sure you stay in alignment. Make sure you stay in alignment. Don't live from down here, man. Don't live from down here. That's your lower nature, yo. Don't live out of ego. Don't live out of jealousy. That's why we here. Don't live out of greed. That's why these short-term rewards is being brought to the forefront. Because you never know if you're not woke. You don't know when the other room sending his special messenger to either make or break you. All right? You want to start working on yourself. Change this red to like an orange so it can go yellow. All right? It's been a divine severance out here. Again, somebody had called on the other room, told the other room their wishes and their desires. They lied to the other room. The other room already knew they was lying, but he gave them a chance. So they played themselves, right? All right. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Yeah. Ooh, excuse me. Confirmation. Well, what's this, Holy Spirit? What is in the Master, Divine Master, who had the message from today? A resilient spirit is out here. Gaia, Mother Nature. Mother Nature is out here. Yeah. Yeah. People don't believe. Well, God's showing his face. Mother Nature in the building. Okay. You don't owe nobody nothing. You did your job. You moved on. They targeted you after the fact. All right, give us one more, Spirit. Hold on. Yeah. Okay. Resilient spirit in this holy union. It's been a divine intervention. What's the holy union? The union between you and the other room. Your spirit. Between you and your higher counsel. All right? In a positive. All right? Yeah. It's been enlightened action, Spirit said. Yeah. They've been enlightened and they taking action. All right? Mm-hmm. So, we're about to see what Spirit got for us regarding this matter. Because, again, short-term rewards. Long-term outcome is often described as vanity, destruction, and or withering away. So, vanity. You're going to always be scoffing. You're going to always wish you had. You're going to always be jealous of somebody. You're always going to be looking over your shoulder. Destruction. You're going to always have turmoil. 2001. Withering. You're worthless. You're rotten. You're dead. Y'all dead. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Ace of Swords in the reverse. Somebody was out here lying. This magician is burdened because of the lies they told. Again, they was in a holy union with a divine being. A sacred union. A divine union. Clarify this Ace of Swords reverse. The liars. The lies. The lies about the energy and the messages and the watching. Yeah, they lied about watching. They lied about the energy work. They lied about everything. They lied about everything that they partaked in regarding this situation. Again, they lied to spirit because they asked the other room for something and they didn't follow through with it. At least they thought they did. They was on board. Lies. Clarity in the reverse. Lies. Yeah. Now they feel some type of way. Yeah, this King of Pentacles do. Clarify this Page of Swords. Yeah. Illusions. Yeah, they lied about the energy or the words that they saying. They lied in messages to cause obstacles and illusions. It's been disillusioned. Okay? It's been disillusioned. Yeah, about this bullying. Verify the Seven of Cups reverse. Seven of Cups reverse. Yeah. It wasn't successful. Or they tried to stop somebody's success by casting illusions. Yeah. What they did was not successful. And again, Mother Nature is out here. Verify the Six of Wands reverse. Page of Pentacles reverse. Yeah, that wasn't a good they didn't use their intelligence. They didn't use this wasn't a smart move, man. This is very stupid. Page of Pentacles reverse. The Star reverse. These people don't shine bright. These people aren't stars. Again, that was stupid. It wasn't a bright idea. They lied in messages, whether if it's text, email, they lied and their they lied and they was doing. They lied about the watching, the stalking to cause illusions. And it wasn't successful. The reason why they was stalking and watching, it was because of lies. To throw illusions or to make they wanted to look at somebody one way. They wanted others to look at this they wanted others to look at you like you were something that you're not. They wanted you to look like you was unsuccessful, like you wasn't a good option, like you wasn't who you said you are. But in reality, what they did to you, they was doing it like this is who they was describing themselves. Yeah, they under judgment for it. Yeah. For all they under judgment for their wishes. Yeah. That's the Eight of Swords. Yeah, they trapped in their own stuff. They trapped and they've been stopped. They've been stopped. Plan aborted. Abort mission. Yeah. You don't owe nobody nothing, especially you walked away and you kept going. And you kept your faith. All right. Earth, wind, and fire. That's what I heard. I also heard that this is for fire and air. I mean, fire and earth. Excuse me, spirit. Air is handling that. Okay, for the star reverse. They cast illusion saying that the star wasn't successful using work or in work in their talents. They tried to say they lied to you. They lied on you, saying that you wasn't. But in reality, they got proved to be every single thing that they said you, the opposite of you. You was a reflection of them on the good side. They tried to paint a narrative of you that was not healthy, but they was describing themselves. And folks started second guessing what they was saying and what they was doing. Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles. Yeah. Eight of Pentacles to the Eight of Swords. Yeah. Again. 8-8. 8-8. That 8-8-8 portal. 8-8-24. The star reverse. King of Pentacles reverse. Knight of Wands reverse. Two of Pentacles reverse. Yeah, so this King of Pentacles in reverse. This arrogant, broke person took reckless actions to cause you imbalances. Well, that's what they doing. Yeah, that's what they doing. Yeah, because you protected your plans, your future. You protected that. Page of Pentacles reverse. Two of Wands reverse. Yeah. They tried to stop somebody's forward movement by lying on them and saying that they wasn't a good candidate and all that good stuff. Well, this is why this was a part of their short-term reward by lying and slandering on you. So long-term outcome is often described as vanity, destruction, and withering. They're going to lose everything. Ain't no life there. They're dead. That's why they lied on you. Collective. Your obedience will be rewarded. Six of Wands in the reverse. She's so holding the hype. Unstable. They said you wasn't stable. They said that you wasn't successful. They said that you wasn't on solid ground. But that's them. Yeah. Five of Wands reverse and a Death reverse. Yeah, that didn't go. Yeah. Yeah. Five of Wands reverse, the Death, Knight of Cups, the Hangman. It didn't go. It was a bad deal. It's because this is them. This is their attributes. And they tried to sacrifice you a proposal that got them caught up. Because you the one God sent to help lighten their path. Because they were headed in destruction. And they knew it. They knew it just by, the situations they was in. Due to their greed. Because they was trying to hold on to you by attacking you. They was trying to slow you down. Yeah, now they burden. Yeah. God caused them burdens. Absolutely. For the foreseeable future. That's what they see. Mm-hmm. Clarify this Seven of Cups reverse. This King of Wands was casting illusions. Yeah. This King of Wands was casting illusions. Seven of Cups in reverse. Yeah. He was casting illusion. And that's why his foundation is not solid. He don't have no future plans. Yeah, him and the King of Pentacles in the reverse plans got them sent to jail because they lied. Yeah. Page of Cups. Young love. So these was lovers. Yeah. Young energy. This was immature. This was an immature offer. This was not okay. Page of Swords. Excuse me. King of Cups. King of Wands reverse. King of Wands reverse. The Chariot reverse. So this Chariot verse and the King of Wands. So the King of Wands that's in the reverse, he comes in as a love bomber. This could be a male or a female because in spirit there is no gender. Excuse me, confirmation. So their lies to the law or to higher to the law here on the 3D, their lies got them in a pickle. Either a pickle or they got put in a hot dog machine where they turn into hot dogs from bologna, from the scraps of meat that was on the floor. But when this person met them, they was on their way to the pickle soup anyway. So the Olaroon was like, hold on, let's give them a chance. Because they did come with sincere. But the Olaroon knew it was a game. So they got beat at their own game. Straight like that. Yeah. This King of Wands, this King of Wands was stalking, sitting back and watch, based off of lies. So these were speculations. Short run rewards got these people a long-term outcome. This is it. The Hermit, the Devil, and the Page of Cups. That's what they're going to be running into. All types of devil and dark energy. And they always going to be love bomb because that's how they try to play God's people. Okay? So we're going to put these over here. That's not. So, bro. Yeah. They reflecting about how fake they was. Yeah. Yeah. You protected. Your energy is protected. Your material is protected. All right. You're protected. You're guarded. You defended yourself. Yeah. You guarded by the angels, bro. You defended by the angels. This earth angel defended themselves. Yeah. Defended themselves from this dirty ass emperor. This is in the present. All right. They're burdened because you defended yourself. You're protected. Yeah. They got to move on to calmer waters and try to defend themselves. So they about to be running. But they going to get caught. Again, we all got snowed in for a reason. Sacrifice, material sacrifice. You was paying to cause somebody misfortune. That's why you going where you going. 35, 30, 34, 46. Clarify this Eight of Swords. You trapped because somebody else ain't trapped. Eight of Pentacles, Eight of Swords reverse. You're tripping because somebody else is not trapped due to your own karma. You want somebody else to have your karma and you get celebrated. It don't work like that. That's why it was a short run reward. You thought you got off, you and the people that you co-conspirated with. But however, you're going to have long-term outcome, often described as vanity, destruction, and or withering. You're not going to be attractive, appealing. Nobody's going to believe you. Nobody's going to want to talk to you. As a matter of fact, you're not going to be trusted around people. Nobody's going to want you around them because they're going to have second thoughts of you attempting to steal their energy. Or everybody's going to know for a fact that you are only dealing with people because of your own personal gain. Eight of Pentacles. Yeah. This Queen of Pentacles. The Lovers. Okay. This Queen of Pentacles and the Lovers, right? That's air sign or spirit communication. We're gonna do this different. Yeah, spirit ended all that. That air ended that. Yeah. Those past actions, yeah. That this King of Wands reverse that ain't got no forward movement, that comes in like a King of Cups. Yeah, that try to rock everybody's foundation, that try to stop people and their money to trap them. Yeah. They money stopped. Everything that they touch is ended. They're withering. Yeah, due to greed. This miser, this hoarder, is facing endings. Yeah. Deep roots get you ended. It's been a reset today. Gotta take these off because my nose itching. It's been a reset today, baby. Spirit say we cooking. Spirit say. King of Pentacles reverse. King of Pentacles reverse, Spirit. West side. King of Pentacles reverse. Can't plan nothing. Can't see nothing. Can't connect to nothing. This King of Pentacles that's in the reverse, that has been stopped in their tracks by spirit. Yeah, that's an earth, ain't it? That's an earth sign. Again, this is involving air, earth, and fire. Okay? Can't plan an entrapment for somebody who is resilient. Yeah, you can't offer up a divine being. You can't offer up nobody, but you can't offer up none of God's children. Especially, you can't call judgment on them. I feel like you got to judge somebody. You need to go within. You need to go within because, again, who were you to say? Who were you? Two of Wands reverse. Seven of Cups reverse. Them illusions got put to a stop. The Two of Wands, illusions, that's otherworldly shit, right? That's beyond illusion shit, right? That's in the shadows, right? Two of Wands in the reverse. That shit, you stuck there. You and your illusions. Four of Wands reverse. That's why your foundation is not solid. And you built your shit on quicksand. You didn't know you was sinking when you built it. Nah, you allowed the construction company to trick you, thinking that you was buying concrete, but you was buying quicksand. It was just in concrete packaging. The Four of Wands reverse and the Ace of Pentacles reverse. Yeah. Yeah, no new beginnings for this upside down foundation. Foundation is on its head. You know what I'm saying? No new beginnings for that. Mm-mm. You trapped because somebody ain't trapped. Again, King of Pentacles reverse. That's Earth in the reverse. All right. We going to get over here to this fire here in a minute. First, we got to cross the water. This King of Cups. Yeah. You come in as a love bomber, as a romantic, like you about to save the day. Like, so what you do? Offer people jobs, offer people housing. What you do? I brought up Reset Today for a reason. It's a drug and alcohol addiction program. That's in the upright. We're reading about a program that's not in the upright. Okay? I don't, when the doctor from this place, it's a doctor that works there. When the doctor gave me this, I washed it and I put it in the cupboard. Today's the first time I'm using this. The doctor gave me this. Met him at a conference. 4140, King of Cups. Let's cross this love bomber so we can get to this dirty ass fire. Yeah. Plan stopped. Overseas in the reverse. All that backfire. This King of Cups, this blood bomber for partnerships. Yeah. But who is this King of Cups? The King of Wands that's in the reverse. Yeah. Everything backfired. And what the other room say? When you went to God, it was a little bit too late. Short run rewards, long term outcomes. Yeah, you did that for this, for manipulation or resources. And an upright is resources. You did it for manipulation purposes, stuff, right? King of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, you a tyrant, you arrogant, you insecure. You know, you a hoe. You know, you're not an upright man or a woman. You know, you're supposed to be somebody who's at the aid or the defense of the people that's following behind you. But you the wrong shepherd. That's why folks left or they're leaving. Because they know their spirit man, they listening to their inner and their higher self. They seeking wise counsel. King of Wands reverse. Send it reverse. Seven of Wands. Seven of Swords. Yeah. Yeah. Lies, cheating, and stealing. Yeah. Those lies went back to you, though. Seven of Swords reverse. You couldn't lie on this partnership. You couldn't lie to a partnership. You couldn't lie on a partnership, especially in spirit, when you don't know what you're doing with spirit because you're dead in spirit. You're dead and you're broke. You're gonna lose access to everything. Chariot reverse. Yeah, spirit said go this way. Chariot reverse. You've been stopped. This organization has been stopped. The Hierophant, God stopped it. God stopped it. Air. We got earth, wind, and fire out here. This earth and this fire went on a run for a short-term reward. But they have long-term consequences and obstacles. They're withering away, unattractive, weak, frail. You losing it. You've been stopped. Leader, cult leader, You 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 can't lie on no partnerships. So basically, because you come in as a charmer, so you invite people for employer, you cannot lie on the people that was in that worked for you, that worked with you. Your sins are your sins. You got all these people under investigation for what? Because you had so much to hide. You flagged yourself. This is present energy. Yeah, yeah. Train confidently is the lifestyle. All right. Yeah. That was y'all's lifestyle. Y'all trained. Y'all read this book to cause disruptions because your guys are the devil. And now you're haunted. Clarify this Ace of Swords in the reverse. Y'all a whole bunch of liars. Nobody's going to work with none of y'all. For y'all, with y'all. Magician in the reverse. Manipulation. You lied about the manipulation. You lied about the manipulation. And it costing you everything. You lied about the manipulation on the why you was having somebody stalked or watched. Right? Casting illusions, right? Page of Swords. Yeah, they defended themselves. What's that back there? And that's just that. They defended themselves and they stopped you. Yeah. Yeah. They defended themselves and they stopped you. 4655. 1055. Guess what? 5555. It's a marvelous and a miraculous change for your short-term rewards for a long-term outcome. 7 of Cups reversed. You could not cast illusions over the star, over the air sign. We got earth, wind, and fire. Don't tell. You can't come between a messenger and the other room, especially one that's obedient. Enjoy those long-term rewards. It's been a transference of energy. You forfeited your rights again, especially when your ears was plugged up, because you thought you was again the El Shaddai. Spirit said we resetting this shit. I gotta leave you alone. You gotta leave it all behind. Clarify the 6 of Wands reverse. That was not successful. And it wasn't smart. It was ignorant. This emperor, that wasn't a success for this emperor, for this leader in this organization, in this cult. How many people do it need to how many people you need to have a meeting? 2. How many people you need to have a cult? 3. How many people you need to have a congregation? 2. What the Bible say, or what all the spiritual texts say, if 2 or 3 are gathered in my name. Y'all failed. Page of Pentacles in the reverse. That was a bad sacrifice, especially for you to do it for material. Yeah. Forward movement. Oh, that's going back. You sacrificed yourself, especially when you thought you was going after a child of God. God allowed all of our souls to be here. We are all children of God until we do the utmost to disrespect God and forfeit our rights. Now, you know who you are? You want me to remind you why we got this winter storm? The Olarum consider you a Leviathan or a seed of the Leviathan. You know, I have nothing. But now I got a whole lot of everything, and I come from stunting. World gonna know my name. Hey. When I'm done, the whole world gonna know my name, baby. Yeah. The star reverse. Yeah. Yeah. You tried to change somebody's image. Yeah. That ended. Yeah, that ended. Again, why that ended? Because you made them famous. Your ignorance. You got drugged to Front Street. I used to have nothing. Right? Your ignorance got this person in the other room to drag you to Front Street. Because what you was doing before the spring of 2022, nobody was you had a lot of people in fear. It wasn't that they didn't have faith. It was you was abusing your power. And so they just rode with it, afraid that they would lose whatever they had, that they worked hard for, that they called on God with, right? So you was giving false imagery, causing confusion to God's people, though, right? You thought you had them down because of your earthly title. Okay. Mm-hmm. King of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles. Will come from. Yeah. You sacrificed all work. Yeah. You sacrificed all work with energy. Energy work. Yeah. Ended that. Yeah. For the past betrayals. For the past betrayals that this King of Pentacles invested in. Because they was trying to hold on to the Empress, right? And the Empress called judgment, called judgment on the reckless actions of this King of Wands, right? Yeah, 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 yeah. See that? Justice, Knight of Pentacles, Ten of Cups. Called justice on what was going on behind the scenes. You didn't know? So, because you wanted to, you had an idea to, you had an idea to rock their world, right? Uh-huh. But the truth is, you're called, and that's to bring balance. And they did it with love. 5321. Yeah. Yeah. I don't want this one yet. You're in danger. You asked the other room for something. And you went against what you asked him for. You abused it, right? As if God wasn't real. That was probably the last time you prayed. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Probably the last time you prayed. So, remember, material prosperity, unmerited fame. You didn't. This ain't this. Yeah, you don't deserve this. You abused your power. You have a bad karma. This boss daddy, this emperor, this king of wands in the reverse is having bad karma for their addictions and their toxicities and their drug habits. Yeah, you was giving money to addicts, to people who was in active addiction to do harm. You had them under control. You methodically thought this shit out. You thought this out. But you didn't, you in your devilment ways, you didn't think that the other room was designing things and said, You didn't realize that the other room was setting things in your path to set you up. And you failed every test happily. Clarify this, Hierophant. Y'all got a bad reputation. Yeah, now y'all running. Now y'all running, or people was running from y'all. Yeah. Yeah, you running because you can't deceive nobody. You got a bad reputation. You don't got no fact. They got a closer look on you on what you was doing. Clarify this magician reverse. Yeah. Yeah. Legal issues. Yeah. Cause of all the because you wanted to be clout hungry and you was stalking somebody. Yeah. Look. You was making fake accounts like you invested in wishing harm on God's people because they walked away from you. They recognized the enemy in you. Why would I sit around the enemy? Why would anybody sit around the enemy if I could see it? If you could see it, why would you put yourself in harm's way? Why would you continue to be there when you snuffed out that somebody was being deceitful to you? That don't make sense. They did what was right. They left. So now you trying to run from legal issues because you tried to manipulate the system and people's fate. You're not going to get out of this due to the fact your position on the 3D is a high honor position. You're not getting out of this. But the courts in the 3D or the courts in the 5D, you already lost the cases up there. That's why you're going through it down here. Y'all trying to run it high. Y'all trying to scurry. Y'all telling on each other. You just, you know what? Because you stalked, right? Clarify this 7 of Wands. You was giving dope fiends money, bro. Instead of helping them. Yeah. You was trying to force somebody to give you some type of a negative attention. It didn't work. You should have just left. But you know, 7 of Wands. They defended themselves and they blocked you. Yeah, the store. Yeah. Using manipulation to cause legal issues. They got blocked. Verify the store. The store know it. Same shit, different day. Yeah, what's that? What's that? Coffee cake? Yeah, same shit, different day. Coffee cake. Yeah. Yeah, same shit, different day. That's why we resetting today. Moving forward, these evidence got y'all's kids taken and then blocked your hoes. Yeah. These evidence moving forward. These evidence about this neglect got y'all blocked. Your hoes is blocked. Mm-hmm. Y'all wanted to dust that evil shit off. Nah, that shit got y'all here because of the dirty offers that y'all was putting in the courts. The proposals, the sacrifices. You shouldn't even be going up to God. Oh, I want this to happen to Johnny B. Well, child, why you don't want life to happen for Johnny B? Because my life is crap. Well, child, this is God talking. Well, child, get your life together. Go do some introspection. You ignored it. So you wanted to say bibbity boppity bibbity boppity bibbity boppity boop boop bibbity boppity bibbity boppity bibbity. That's what you wanted to do. So God was like, all right, let me set a trap here. Let me set a trap here. Let me put these people in your path that you think is going to be loyal to you. That's going to turn evidence on you. Oh, so when I got this cup, this Reset Today cup, guess what? This cup had goodies in it, sweet goodies, mint, chocolate kisses. It had Starburst in it. And it was in a clear bag, carefully dressed, to let you know when you reset your life, everything is going to be sweet for you. Yeah, but y'all want to give dirty offers. Emperor. Emperor. Stalker. You and your ego. Yeah. Unsuccessful. You are your ego hurt because that shit was not a success. You was trying to get in a relationship of somebody else's forward movement, rather whatever type of partnership or ship or relationship it was. Okay, so moving forward for you, Spirit says, you're facing endings for all the sacrifices that you did. Organization. Them lies ain't sticking to nobody but you. Yeah. Yeah. It's played out. It's over. The Chariot. Karmic Prince. Unfazed. Yeah, you too busy winning. You're not paying attention to these karmic friends because your life didn't leveled up. These wasn't even karmic friends. This is an organization. But you're too busy winning. Moving forward, you're too busy winning. Moving forward. That was a bad sacrifice. You couldn't sacrifice nothing that God created anyway. You thought you was getting it off. No. A couple of readings, but it's not a couple. I want to say like in the last 3 weeks. Olaroon said that y'all been warned about something like this before. But y'all was unfazed and unbothered by it. So you wanted to continue to try to love bomb God's people. Okay. Terrified is death. You couldn't end nobody's bankroll. You couldn't end nobody's bankroll. Too busy one. Bankrupting in reverse. You couldn't do it, so that's why your ego hurt. Don't forget, it's you. You married for money. Motherfuckers ain't out. Everybody ain't like you. And you need to understand, you're not like the collective. That's why the other room sent you someone from the collective to try to help get you on track. Oh no, you cursed you, your lineage for generations. How long is generations? We don't know. As far as I'm concerned, that's evermore. That's forever and some days. Verify this Page of Pentacles. Yeah, this work. Y'all caught a case for trying to sacrifice somebody. Sexual infection, sexual disease, rashes, etc. But y'all caught a case. Y'all got it's legal issues and case in the same row. Legal issues is in the beginning. Caught a case is the last card in that row. Yo, you cooked. Yeah, whore. Yeah. Whore and a happiness for this whore and this happiness hater. Yeah, clarify the 8 of Swords reverse. The 8 of Swords. Yeah, you a drama starter. You trapped because you couldn't trap somebody with yours. You wanted to trap somebody for what? Death? You wanted to trap somebody for what? I had a dream that it was a body involved. So you and then I had a dream that these people that set this person up to be killed, that they went to the funeral. That's what happened at my brother's funeral. The motherfucker that pulled the trigger came to the funeral and got his ass whooped. And then he went to jail. You thought you was going to do that shit? Mother Nature out here. And whoever this resilient being is, this divine collective, they have a sacred union with the Olaroon and the universe. Clarify this 3 of Wands reverse. Yeah, bad plan. Yeah. King of Pentacles reverse was making fake plans, fake accounts. Yeah, those plans failed. You couldn't to make the Queen Rising, to turn the Queen Rising in reverse by stalking and where you had your employees, because they caught your employees. They actually called them out on the internet. 105.40. Verify this Seven of Pentacles, this Seven of Cups reverse on top of the Two of Wands reverse. Yeah. Them illusions ain't went nowhere. Right on your porch. Yeah. For this broke bitch. No car. Your car is repo. No car. Or everything. You ain't got no forward movement, man. You ain't got no forward movement. Car less. Four wands reversed on top of this Ace of Pentacles. It was a waste of time, man. It was a waste of time. Stuck, no changes, and limited. It was a waste of time. You did that to you. The Divine Collective is not supposed to care because their obedience is being rewarded. Remember, they did not fight fire with fire. They did not cast spell work with cast spell work. They did not go to the law. They went to the Ola room. But you sitting up here doing all this stupid shit because this person moved on. Why? You was trying to abuse them and put them in fucking danger, man. You did it with force, caution, extremism, endurance, danger, abuse. Because of your power, endurance, that's strength. Again, it says it right here, status. Yeah, that's what you was doing it for, right? Okay. Well, look like I just heard turn off the lights and light a candle. And y'all know Barry White dead? Clarify this partner, this Two of Cups. Yeah, this King of Cups in this partnership. Yeah. This motherfucker offer you a job, bro, and then he try to snatch your soul. Try to forge your signature on them stupid ass contracts. Ass karmic friends. Y'all clout hungry ass whores. Yeah, what? Can't fully trust them. Tension, secret. Y'all was in secret competition where y'all could not compare. Y'all was saying anything and doing anything, make shit up. Y'all was some dramatic ass hoes that married for money. All right. Verify the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords. You a fuck nigga. This one's for you. Yeah. You couldn't deceive the Queen Rising. King of Wands reverse. You could not deceive the Queen Rising. That's not a liar. This Queen Rising don't lie, don't cheat, don't steal, don't manipulate, ain't got to use black magic. Stepping into power, praise, coming up spotlight. This person don't do, yeah. Court, judges, immigration, lawyers, and etc. is rejected. It's the same shit, different day for this motherfucker with this ego that's hurt. Because you too busy winning. You ain't broke. Nothing is past due for you. They caught a case for trying to hurt you, my dear. Now they running. Because the Queen Rising trapped and didn't trust them. They wasted their time. Everything is getting took from them. They were stalking you on social media to try to cause drama. All right. This one's for you. Yeah, because your hoes was making shit up, clout hungry, rats. Yeah, sneaking and eating. Yeah, in y'all's head. Yeah, overthinking, stressed, overanalyzing. Yeah, I bet you should. Yeah, that was the whole person. Purpose. They overthinking because guess what? They gotta pay you. You might not feel like a victim. But in the eyes of the law, they try to restrict you. They invited you. They walked on your lawn. You got that big old sign at the top of the street that say, "Don't walk on my grass at 123 house." And guess what I just heard? 1, 2, Freddy's coming for you. 3, 4, better lock them doors. Spirit coming through. 5, 6, grab a crucifix. Y'all don't believe in God. 7, 8, better stay up late. 1, 11, 21 on a timer. You're haunted. Y'all in your head because it's evidence out here. It's evidence out here. That's why y'all in your head. You should be in your head about that. Same shit, different day though. The store know that. That's why they still eating. They eating what they want, not what they have to. That's a coffee cake. That's powdered sugar on top with a knife and a fork. I mean, a knife and a plate. Yeah, it's order there. They good. It's the same shit, different day. You ain't stopped nothing. You could King of Wands reverse. You could not deceive the Queen rising. Yeah. In that close contractual agreement you had with her. Yeah. You was expecting what? Love? You expecting love out of this? What? You got some fucked up ass belief systems, player. Clarify this court case. Yeah, not today. Not for the Queen Rising. Not today. Yeah. Work, sacrifice, court of the case. Yeah, this Queen Rising ain't said not today. Yeah. Who cares? Right? Clarify this drama starter. Not today for this drama starter. Yeah. What? Yeah, because they took action. Yeah. The drama starters, they were stirring the pots, right? Yeah. And so they took action because they felt that y'all was better together by doing magic in the reverse, right? But it returned to them. Now, as far as the award shows, we all know how that goes. Now, what's all of that about? What's all of that about? Because she didn't sell out? I guess you ain't layman enough. That's what it is. Who gives a fuck what you think of me? Let you feed in my family. You ain't what? Wouldn't give a fuck about it then either. Clarify this fake account. Yeah. Yeah. In the past. The past could be yesterday, 2 hours ago. It didn't, like, they can't. This King of Pentacles reverse. They had plans making faking accounts. In the past, they can't no more. Yeah. They trapped. They either trapped or they in jail. Clarify this, Carlos. You did this for almost 3 years. 3, 4 years. And you ain't bought a car off that hustler money. or your car got repoed, or you lost everything. 11511. Unless you see me in traffic in something topic and tragic. Clarify this, Carlos. Yeah. Yeah. You wanted to cause imbalances, right? With illusions. You wanted to cause delays with illusions. You want them to lose everything and for them to be alone. But isn't that happening for you? Right? Mm-hmm. I'm a straight hustler. Yeah. That's your current position. Yeah. Since you wanted to play, clarify wasting time. Yeah. Yeah, y'all was being loyal to the wrong kind. Yeah. Y'all wasn't loyal to yourself. Call me friends. Yeah. They need to chill. They need to chill. They should have chilled with that because the other room was giving them this King of Cups partnerships with the karmic friends. They need to chill. What did it say? Think before you act. Y'all didn't. Y'all thought after y'all acted, right? Queen Rising. You couldn't deceive the Queen Rising. Queen of Wands reverse. King of Wands reverse. Yeah. Yeah. And that's just that. What style say? Your appearance is unique and you carry yourself in a way that sets you apart from others. So you try to deceive. Yeah. Yeah. You try to deceive what? Society? You and your girlfriends. Try to deceive society about the Queen Rising's unique appearance. Ain't that happening for y'all? The other room say y'all bitches that your long-term outcome is often described as vanity, destruction, and withering. Yeah. You was trying to get somebody to wither away. That shit got rejected, yo. They didn't deserve that. They will never deserve nothing like that because their heart ain't like yours. You wasted your time. It's been a transference of energy. Girlfriends, that's to be fair. Your current status is you're depressed. You're trying to take spiritual baths and yeah. Nah. Nah. Y'all looking for support. Protection. It's not gonna work for y'all. That's to be fair, Spirit said. Clarify this running. I'm so wasted. She's so wasted. Yeah. You're running from laundry day. Right? Clean off visible dirt. So y'all was trying to cover shit up. Y'all was throwing rocks high in y'all hands, sweeping shit up under the welcome mat outside. I would never buy a welcome mat for in front of my fucking door. You inviting spirits in. Say welcome. So y'all was doing shit trying to cover it up, and actually y'all left a y'all trail. Y'all didn't clean up well enough behind yourself. See, and the best cleaning agent is not to do it. Yeah, clean it off. Clean off visible dirt and sanitize surface that cannot be cleaned with water. Y'all running because it's laundry day. Y'all are the visible dirt. Yeah. Yeah, y'all was trying to run from y'all's laundry day. Yeah. Okay, Hierophant. Chariot reverse. It's like the white boys. Yeah. Clarify these legal issues for this magic. Y'all lied. And y'all was doing magic over. And y'all got legal issues. Yeah. And we ain't playing about that. Spirit said don't play. Don't play. Ain't nobody playing with that. What? What? Don't play. Don't play. You thought you was gonna do this to somebody because you thought they was by themselves, right? Because they didn't share none of their personal information with you, right? What house you in? Earth and fire. Okay, so this is animalistic nature against spirit. Because again, we got earth, wind, and fire out here. We got air, earth, and fire energy out here, right? So, earth, wind, and fire, right? So, fire sign, what's that, a ram? Earth sign, what's that, a bull? Gemini, communication, air, communication, right? Don't play, right? So y'all thought that air sign was going to allow y'all's animalistic nature to, again, you guys are animals compared to two beings, the Pollock and who else? They come out talking, thinking, and talking. Y'all thought y'all was going to get that off? They don't play that. Stay strong in your beliefs and don't let anyone question your intelligence. Air sign said. Earth sign and fire sign. Look like that air blew that fire out. Look like that air, that earth, the dirt, didn't it? 121.33. That's 1333. Rejected. Don't play. Yeah, that wasn't a game. That wasn't a game for you to cause try to cause legal issues using magic. That wasn't a game. It got you legal issues. Yeah. Traveling shoes in the reverse. Yeah. Yeah. You couldn't get no footing on that. This person that shit didn't stick. It's been rejected. They defended themselves. That's the message. The page of swords underneath that, that's the message about that energy you put out. It ain't go nowhere. It ain't go off of nobody's desk. So when you went in the place or when you made that phone call or the email or communication, however you did it, the documents you sent, they was already under investigation. You didn't know? 122.50. You didn't know? Your Tuesdays are going to always be upside down. Your Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Fridays, and Saturdays going to always be. Look rich as fuck. Same shit, different day. Oh, my nigga look rich as fuck. Yeah. Yeah. Own it. Own it. That's just to be fair. But no, you didn't want to own it. You kept doing it. The other room kept giving you warnings. You was losing stuff. People was dying. Your money was shrinking. Your check didn't come. Mm-hmm. Same shit, different day. Current affairs in the reverse. Yeah. That's not the current affairs for the store. These aren't the current affairs for the store. So don't play. The law don't play. You hurt. For what? Why are you hurt? You're not healthy. Nutrients in the reverse. Bro, you're not healthy. You didn't use herbs in a healthy manner, bro. And you got the nerve to feel some type of way about that emperor that's unsuccessful? Your ego. Consume what will supplement your life and strengthen your body in the reverse. You're unhealthy. You don't have traveling shoes on. You've been stopped. The law don't play. Every law. Current affairs in the reverse. For this store, That's still eating good because it's the same shit, different day for them. And they too busy with it. And they not, yeah. You remember. Yeah, you remember because, a picture is worth more than 1,000 words. Now you remember. It's too late. Remember. You and your niggas is hoes. Too busy winning. Look at you. Now look at us. Yeah. All my niggas look rich as fuck. Too busy winning. Pussy. I tell your bitch I said. Too busy winning in this lifestyle. In the positive lifestyle that they live. They confident and they telling their story. Yeah. Tell your story, lifestyle, with confidence. They too busy winning. New Chanel. Giuseppe sneaker. Yeah. Clarify bankrupt in the reverse. 126.34. Yeah. They good. Afloat. There's progress being made, so don't lose hope. There's progress being made. Because there's no legal issues for this one. But y'all caught the case. Your money froze. It's been a transference of energy. Damn. Lifestyle afloat. Not today. Because y'all bitches stirred the pot in the past to try them to get them to eat alone and to get them to lose everything. Y'all wasted your time being loyal to the wrong dog. These karmic friends need to chill. Y'all need to chill. Everybody that's on the wrong side of life when they coming towards the divine beings, collective. Heaven says, spirit says, your obedience will be rewarded. Okay? These girlfriends is on the market. What market is? When choosing, be selective. These girlfriends, what they selected in their life caused them depression. Yeah, because they about to go to prison. They can't even put their middle fingers up and scream. I said, fuck them. Yeah. That's what y'all wanted, right? Verify this nutrients in the reverse. This nutrients in the reverse. For this emperor that's in his ego. His ego hurt. They gonna try themselves to down you. Keep the square up on the circle. This authority figure is shedding. Shedding. Authority figure on top of nutrients in reverse. They shed. Reducing losses, elimination, and completing a new metamorphosis. Take on the role of a leader. Because this one is shedding. Collective, you're taking on the role of a leader, of an authority figure. Because the one you debunked is shedding. They're dying. They made the wrong decision. Clarify current affairs in the reverse. You ain't know? Nah, excuse me, spirit. Clarify loyalty. Yeah. You was loyal to the love affair. Beware, love affairs at work rarely end well. You didn't know? Love is blind. All the witchcraft you was doing on others, you was putting it on yourself. Trying to force somebody to change their lifestyle to your likeness because you a devil. Out of here, player. Well, you ain't healthy. And that's a perfect fit. Clarify, calm down. You got people that's around you. Alchemy in the reverse. Y'all not protected. Y'all not dressed for alchemy. Y'all don't even know what alchemy is. Y'all not dressed for alchemy. Yeah. And y'all perfect fit, Spirit says. They gonna try their best to down you. Keep those squares about your circle. Clarify this current affairs in the reverse. Yeah, y'all don't like y'all's current affairs, do y'all? I bet y'all don't. Yeah. Cause guess what? Y'all's current affairs that's upside down. You know the illusions? Yeah. They growing. Y'all's illusions grew y'all a new beginning. Yeah. You didn't know? The wolf and sheep closed public face, closed doors. New beginning, public face, closed doors. We told y'all. Thank you, Papa. I love you, Nat boy. I done got better, so the hate that got worse. Let me hear that again. I done got better, so the hate done got worse. Clarify his lifestyle. Yeah, so your sacrificial offer was to make this star lose their power, right? That's why your illusions is growing for you. Star power in the reverse. Yeah, you wanted somebody else's their lifestyle to be in the dark. Clarify this, Carlos eating alone. Start yourself with your fingers and save your hand. Yeah, they're not eating alone. They got many choices. And not only that, foresight. Seeking you will find, right? Right? Seeking you shall find, right? Because guess what? Surprise. They sat back and watched from behind the scenes. You didn't know? You was playing in their energy behind the scenes. So this star was that you tried to take their power from was like, all right, let me put my coat on. Mm-hmm. And you're not getting a helping hand. You didn't want this person to get a helping hand. And you wanted that to change for them quickly so they could lose their mind. But you see how it went back though, right? Because that was a bad sacrifice, right? That was a bad John. A bad 13304. A bad decision. You had a choice. Don't act like you was a victim. You a whole predator. You need to go ahead and stand up. Traveling shoes in the reverse. You wanted to stop somebody's forward movement. Traveling shoes in the reverse. Who on our porch, babe? Yeah. Yeah. You're not protected. Guardian angel in the reverse. You tried to stop with demonic forces. But your devil got snatched up. You and your devils. That's a perfect fit for this partnership that the other room's sending y'all to. Yeah, that's the fruit of your labor. Your mouth writing checks that ass can't cash. Again, short run rewards. Clarify the style. Yeah. Yeah. You was trying to deceive somebody. You was trying to deceive somebody, copy their style so you could celebrate, right? But you're not dressed for alchemy. You or your lovers. And all of them that's dealing with you. Yeah. Y'all perfect fit, Spirit said. Yeah. This Queen Wisdom was rise to get away from y'all. Everybody's afloat. Surprise. That they knew how to survive? You didn't know? That they was going to be celebrating? That they was still going to be eating good? You didn't know? You not a hustler. Verify this present in the reverse. Yeah, this is past action. That's why we here, because of what you did in the past to this store. Yeah, you thought you was getting on? This past is ended. The cycle is over. It's time for you to make a change within. Rebirth for your past actions. Endings. Since y'all didn't do that, it's time to say goodbye. It's time to say goodbye. King of Pentacles reverse. Plans that stop, that backfired for your past actions. Not today. All y'all motherfuckers dead. Yeah. That was a bright idea to try to get this one to catch a case, try to do this sacrifice to get this one to catch a case. The 100-round fucking drum, right? Right? Yeah, you was doing this work. Try calling yourself you was doing sacrifice to get this person to catch a case, whether if it's an AIDS case or a herpes case. Not today. You had a bright idea though, right? That person ain't even on shit like that. Okay. So guess what Spirit say? Spirit saved your investments for a gift. For you. For that spiritual work. Yeah, that's for you. Your social status is shedding. Yeah. Yeah, your social status is shredding. Yeah, you didn't know. You didn't know? Yeah, it says saving, investments, and gifts. Spirit saved your investments and delivered them to you as a gift. Right? For that spiritual work, shedding. Mm-hmm. Closed door. In the public, your door's got to close. You don't like, then I'm saying, then, but could throw them hand suckers. Give a fuck. If I said it, then I meant it, and what? Fuck, nigga. Clarify this, stir the pot. Make it hard for niggas. Say you too down, work you go, dude, and the motherfucker move was a motherfucker move. Yeah. You couldn't trap this person due to the fact drama starters and y'all stirring the pots because they got the gift of foresight. Be farsighted and alert. Pay attention to the things that are important to ensure wealth. Be farsighted and alert. Y'all didn't see this coming. But this one that y'all was doing it to that don't play got to get the foresight. Verify don't play. You're fruits of your labor. It's time to reap the fruits of your labor and become rich. Rich gains are here. That magic reversed. Y'all get nothing. The one you did it to is getting y'all's money through the courts, yo. The fruits of your labor paved the way for somebody else's life. Other room knew he was doing. Laundry day. Smoke something, bitch. Laundry day. Yeah, they helped him. This cleanup is in the right in the right direction. Right? They cleaned up on this using the word. See that word? But y'all gotta clean up that book of spell shit y'all did. Right? Do not deviate from your path. Attract a mentor if necessary. Y'all got help to do this shit. Plant wherever you want to be. When you make a petition to the universe, you're not supposed to wish harm on nobody when you're making a petition for the universe. You're supposed to stand in and need a prayer for yourself. Unless you're praying for your children or your spouse. or the things that you're manifesting. You don't go to the other room trying to take his people out because they good, because they don't need you. Short run rewards got long-term outcomes. Hi, beautiful fat baby boy. Yeah. Good win, big money in. Yeah. They went the right way. Y'all's health went the wrong way fast. Your public image, yeah, y'all gotta close y'all's door or people turn their back on y'all. Yeah. Yeah. I handle my business because I think I deserve this shit. I grind hard. Bring out the water. Immortal. The consuming family pressure of peers. The immortal one is a rebel. Voila. And it is well known. Hey, Spirit, can we get 7, please? It's the call of the night. Because of them short run rewards and long-term outcome. It's been a call of the night. Because of y'all's thirst. Because y'all's thirstiness. Hazel is rocking Hazel little skits. Clarify the Spirit. Give us 7. Y'all should want more. Yeah. Good way, good drink, big money. Rolling in something, pouring up at this shit. I hand them. Hey, you want compassion after you did the rituals to the chosen? Who you want compassion from? The older room? You want compassion from the older room? I handle my business and I think I deserve this shit. All of y'all want empathy or compassion is coming to the chosen ones? It's a spread in a condition. Influence and impact. Help is on the way in the 3D because they already got help in the 5D and it's still here. That's why we're snowed in. They're freezing out Leviathan. Yeah, because we all got free will. You know? We all got free will. Sovereignty, independence, and a free spirit. Help is on the way. Help is here from spirit. For this immortal being. Free will, immortal. You have a choice to follow your spirituality. We all do. You chose not to. You chose to roll with the devil. For material wealth, unmerited influence, avoidance of immediate consequences. You delayed an investigation with lies and spell work. Temporary ease of security. So you was having people do things 14411. You was having people doing things for you so they could have temporary ease so they could stable themselves out, not realizing they were signing a contract with the devil. Now they got to go to the other room and do laundry day because they participated with you. Oh, okay. Pleasure derived from sins, right? Selfish desires. A successful scammer. You avoided you slowed the investigation down of immediate consequences. You investigation and you try to throw your crimes on somebody else. You didn't have your dates lined up. Your T's wasn't crossed. Your I's wasn't I's. Your circling wasn't circling. Your squares are squares. Immortal. You are enlightened about this immortal being. Y'all should be. You ready to eat puka puka? Diamond Papa. You ready to eat? My jewel. Resurrection. Enlightenment. You didn't know? This immortal came back? They changed their life. And you tried to paint an image as if, not realizing you don't hold weight. Give a 7, Spirit. Yeah. These anti-heroes had a short run with their rewards. Now they're facing a long-term outcome of withering, destruction, and vanity. They're going to always have to watch their back. Add it up, add it up. Anti-hero. Yeah. These anti-heroes that was doing rituals, connecting deep within sacred dance and instinct. Okay, so you were against somebody that connects deep within. That's why you had a short run, right? Premium. Enlightenment. Yeah. Inspiration, epiphany, and innovation. Yeah. You against from somebody who connect deep, who do sacred dance on instinct, who is an inspiration, who help wake people up to go within, to do self-reflection. You was against that. That's why you did it. Yeah. Yeah. You was obsessed with it. Yeah. Okay. Enlightenment. 4 more, Spirit. Yeah. Canon, rules, and commandment. Yeah, it came out sideways because you tried to intercept it. That's a prejudice. Bro, that's a prejudice against somebody else's religion or whatever spiritual rules that they go by. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you didn't know? Stay ready so you don't have to be ready. You feel me? Religion. Yeah. This. Look, you're not noble. High honor in the reverse. You didn't look. It came out sideways. So yeah. So society has been enlightened that you like this group of religious people that's in the reverse is not held in high honor. You try to take somebody's high honor, bro, because of your exceptions. You was obsessed with doing that. Try to knock somebody off of their spirit throne. Okay. We need 1 more spirit off this deck. Okay, God said, okay, let's be flexible with that. Okay. Thirst. Yeah, God about to twist you all up. Yeah. You was obsessed with doing death rituals, right? On somebody that's highly disciplined. Right? Death rites. Say goodbye, formal occasion, honor our lives. So you took a risk to do death rituals on somebody that's connected deep within, that's an inspiration to others. You wanted to knock them off their high honor, right? Because you was jealous, right? And you was obsessed with doing it, right? And what was you obsessed doing? Death rituals, because they're disciplined. Melon mustard. Yeah, you've been burnt by the sun. Yeah, you've been burnt by the sun. You got a case now. Because guess what? They alchemized it. Ew. What you did in the winter, they alchemized and they had a rebirth. Yeah. Yeah. And guess what? They also sought guidance. Yeah. Holy Spirit, can we get 7 out of here? Thank you. Assalamu alaikum. Spirit want to know why again, anti-hero. Spirit already knows. Spirit needs you to confess. Yeah, this is the here and now. This is what's fated. This was fated. See, because you got chances. You've been doing this shit to this person since 2022, the spring. Before they even signed any papers, right? Remember, you did an interview with them and you started doing this a year after they met you. This is for the organization. But Spirit want to know why when you came to them begging for mercy. I don't care. Clarify this why. You couldn't cause no forks in the road. Fork in the road in the reverse. You know I'm gonna tap out. Fork in the road in the reverse. Fork in the road in the reverse. Yeah. Why? Or you're asking why you couldn't cause a fork in the road. You couldn't cause a fork in the road because they go the distance. Because they go the distance. Fork in the road in the reverse. Yeah. They looked at it from a higher perspective. Observer? Yeah. Like, hold on. Let me sit back and watch this. Let me see how this play out. Let's see how this play out. Oh, so this is how we playing, right? Uh-huh. You took it there, didn't you? Observer. Yeah. Not only that, why? You couldn't cause a fork in the road? Because you're being watched. You know, tap out. Tap out. Yeah, it's time to go, baby. $1 million pussy. It's time for you to go with the observer. 152.37. Time to go. Eat that pussy. It's time to go, community. It's time to go. Y'all's time's up. Spirit said this is round and round for y'all. Collective Spirit said this is not for you. For this community, just a group of dummy building blocks. Y'all facing obstacles. Yeah. Yeah. It's time. Time to go. Community. Obstacles. TikTok. That's to bring peace. Because y'all hellions. The seed of Leviathan is being froze out. We've been snowed in. Right? That means you got cornered in with all your evidence. Tap out. Clarify building blocks. Y'all in between worlds. Y'all went too far. Y'all come to the edge. See that face on there? I ain't even ever paid attention to that. That's a face on that card. Stand down like a mug, don't it? Under the person standing. Right? With the hearts all around them. Yeah. Underworld. Y'all went to the edge with the underworld. And y'all in between worlds. Since y'all wanted to be loyal hearts, y'all down there together. Y'all cowards, all of y'all. Yang. Narcissists, stalking. Thought they was going to be back with an air sign who is spiritually protected and have good health. So, This marriage with this false person, this good lady, it's a dark will for them, and their work is ended because your strength to keep winning. Main female. Okay. Spirit say go ahead. All right. Let's get 5 or 7 out of here, Spirit. They ain't gloomy thoughts. Yeah. What's these gloomy thoughts? Worry, depression. We saw that y'all was sleeping. Depressed, overthinking. We saw that too. Because y'all self-sabotage. Y'all was being pessimistic. Y'all bleak. Y'all unhopeful, as you should. Gloomy thoughts. About that sad news that this being don't have legal issues that y'all got caught. Clarify sad news. Yeah. The Lover's reverse. Y'all ain't got no spiritual protection. Y'all, no love. Air sign reverse, air reverse, Lover's reverse. No spiritual connection. Come on. Clarify the Lover's reverse. For this good lady in the reverse. You're not a good, yeah. Y'all not spiritually connected. Y'all got sad news from spirit. Good lady reverse. Yeah. You couldn't end something for somebody to somebody's fortune, for somebody's inheritance. You couldn't end it. Clarify fatality reverse. You couldn't end somebody's great fortune. Clarify fatality reverse. Fatality reverse. You couldn't end no partnerships for nobody else. You in gloomy thoughts and you got sad news because you get no support from the dark spirits. And you couldn't end any partnerships for somebody else, right? Clarify courtship. You ready to eat papa? You ready to eat a chicken? Yeah. Yeah. You couldn't end somebody's partnerships by trying to do identity theft, theft of their spirit, theft of their energy. You couldn't do it, boo. You couldn't do it. Who are you? Nor their privacy. You couldn't steal nothing from these people. Clarify this theft. From the court official, from the lawyer, judge, mediator, counselor, the mediator, the counselor, the doctor, the resolution, the therapist, the local government. Okay. Motherfucker that work in the local government, high honor, you couldn't do it. Yeah. Again, court official, high honor, you couldn't do it. Why? Because they a court official for the heavens. And that they high rank. As above, so below. You couldn't do that. This motherfucker walking the upright. 158:16. Clarify this court official. Yeah. In spiritual court, baby. You couldn't do it in any court. You couldn't do it. That's why you sad. That's why you in gloomy thoughts. Yeah. Yeah. Because they high honor. What you thought? What you thought? What you thought? Court official. Court. High honor. What you thought? You couldn't end that courtship with your thefts. I'm coming, baby. Clarify this court. Yeah, what you thought, boo? Yeah. The courts ain't sending them a letter. They ain't got no communication. They ain't gonna get none. They got forward movement. Yeah, what? Yeah, that's justice. So until next time, take care of yourself and your spirit. I might be back. I might not. Until next time, remember, collective. Your obedience will be rewarded. Collective. The palace is ready for you. Okay? The long-term outcome for these people that did you wrong and injustice is often described as vanity, destruction, and withering. All right? Whether if it's self-destruction, but they did it by self-sabotage, hating on you, trying to petition you to the other room where you belong, but they went to the wrong one with deceit. And until next time, Ashe. Confirmation.